EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Southern Nevada and Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the New England Patriots and the Las Vegas Raiders. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, Greg Wild, first month of the calendar in the NFL. Had some great games, some finishes that were pretty special, the usual surprises. Now, we hit October, and like you say, this is where the season really gets going.
Yeah, doesn't it just feel like on the NFL calendar, every...
Quite a bit here in this first half. Such an integral part of this offense. We'll start this next drive, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. In there for the sack. It is a loss of 6 to begin the drive.
2nd and 16 at the 24-yard line.
He'll look to throw. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Moore on the coverage.
Throwing now from the gun. This is caught. He got the connection to Collins. It was 3rd and 16, and they got 17. And a new set of downs.
And the Raider first down.
Now they'll pitch it out here. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A pickup there of 25 yards. Good for a Raider first down. Run right up the gut with Genty. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
It's a loss of 2.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. They'll look to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Over the middle, it's intercepted. And the Patriots are going to get the football here. They force the INT on the game's opening drive.
So anytime...
Ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. Greg, I love the evolution of the NFL. Every 3-4 years feels like things change a little bit. Right now it feels like we're in a running back, running game era. Does that make sense to you?
Absolutely, and the league has such a funny way of continuing to reinvent itself. Years ago, 15, 20 years ago, Mike, this was a running back-led league. It was play action. Quarterbacks were under center. And then what offenses realized was the best way to score points is to generate explosive plays. Get a bunch of yardage all at one time, because it's very hard to sustain possessions in the NFL. So as a result, they said, okay, what's the best way to generate big plays? It's to throw the ball downfield. So it became a very pass-heavy league. And then now defenses had to answer. The days of the big defensive tackles, the 260-pound Mike linebackers, everyone now on the field had to be able to defend space and defend the pass, and there was a lot more air on the field created by the defenses. So now, as a result, the offenses are saying, okay, we're throwing into all these bad looks, all these teams playing dime and multiple.
The pressure gets there, and he goes down. A sack that should be the final play of this first quarter. So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. And we're back in Vegas after this. Get this complete. It's Williams over the middle. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the... Makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Genty to start the drive. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
22 yards.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They run the toss to Genty. Yeah. And he'll be forced out of bounds just a couple of yards short of a 1st down. That's a pickup of 8.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. And he will get into the end zone. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Raiders. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme.
Ready to get rolling again. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He runs with it, and he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on 1st down. A pickup of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Back to throw. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
And the Raider 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. To the left side, into the hands of Collins. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. He's had a lot of success throwing the ball early with the numbers. Already up over 200 passing yards. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll throw out of the gun. On the run to the right. He's going to tuck it in to the pylon. He's in. Touchdown, Vegas. That's his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. He's going to get it one final time in this 1st half. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They will start it on the ground to run that clock. And they will finally run him down up near midfield. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this second quarter. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. He'll let this one go long for Williams. So we've hit half here out west, and we'll send it back east to Scott Hansen, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone.
And trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Out of the backfield, it's Ashton Genty. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
Oh, a teardrop throw there off his back foot. It's complete. Can't ask for much more. On the screen, they gain 19 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 48.
Straight ahead with give. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. From the 42-yard line. Here's second and 5.
Brings up second and 5 at the 42-yard line.
They'll run it straight ahead now with Genty. Nothing. Met at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
Defense. Automatic first down.
Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10. Here's a handoff to Genty, running left. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. First down, Vegas.
That's another Las Vegas first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. Oh, he tried to throw it back across his body, but it's intercepted. And the Patriots are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Ready to take over once again. They'll do so with first and 10. They'll start on the ground with Genty. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. 2 yards.
They'll come up on a second down and 8. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. A dive and a catch. Incredible. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up first and 10. That's right side and brought in by Williams. First and 10.
A gain of 20 more yards. And the Las Vegas first down.
Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 4. It's
Ball
now
placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls in. Ready to get back at it. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Genty. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Raider 1st down.
Remember this one thing. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete. Raiders down on the scoreboard. A little under 50 seconds to go. Their undefeated season in danger unless they can score on this drive. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Over the middle. That's the tight end, Bowers. And he's going to be brought down past the 20. Pressure time, no timeouts to stop the clock as they get set here for a big 1st down. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. They'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10.
Malachi Moore on the coverage.
That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He's going to take a shot downfield. And the Patriots have just about sewn up this football game.
And with time not on their side, they're trying to push the ball, generate some sort of chunk play by throwing the ball over the top of the defense. It's going to end up being a little bit too...
Here for the Patriots. This one went down to the wire. They're able to persevere. They're going to walk out of here with a well-deserved victory.
As the Raiders game ends, the questions begin. After 4 quarters, there's always credit or blame to give. It needs assigned somewhere or to someone.